Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. I'm on my way to work and I thought that I'd leave home a little early and take the back roads to show you a little bit of the scenery of how things look when they're starting to green up here in Alaska and everything's looking really nice. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. Hopefully it'll stay like that so that the ground will dry up a little bit. Everything's still a little bit wet from our previous rainy days that we've had this week. So while I cruise along, I just like to cover something really quick. Oh, there's a squirrel there. Oh no. Oh, it made it. Shoot. Yep, it made it. I wanted to cover something really quick on silver. And some people are very critical of how would silver work if our current monetary system ended and we returned to somewhat of a bartering system. Well, first of all, I don't think that the powers that be are going to allow that to happen very easily. For humanity as a whole, I think that would be somewhat ideal that we had control over our own money. But just talking. So silver would work in the same manner that the dollar works now. The only difference is that the inflation factor that exists for the dollar or for fiat currencies wouldn't really exist with the use of precious metals. So for example, let's say you were a house builder, right? That was your skill. That is the skill that you took forward with you through to the new monetary system. Let's say you built homes, okay? So if you built someone a house and we didn't have the dollar or a fiat currency, how would you get paid? I mean, as a builder, how much would it cost you? How much would you charge to build a home? If you were building a house for someone that had 6 cows, would you take 3 cows? Well, maybe, but maybe you wouldn't need 3 cows. Maybe you only need a half of a cow. What about the difference of the other 2.5 cows? So you see where I'm getting at? You need something that everyone will accept as having value, and it's going to be an educational process at the same time. People are going to have to become educated as to the ways that our forefathers did things, and they'll have to become educated as to why and how some things have value and how some things don't have value. And when people actually see what it takes, I encourage you to just get on YouTube and see what it takes to make an ounce of silver, as far as how many tons of gravel, dirt, etc. have to be mined and then refined, and then, you know, taking the silver to a mint and striking it and then transporting it from A to B to C to finally your hands to D, or to whoever the end user is going to be. It takes a lot of capital, and it actually takes a lot of time and sweat equity to be able to do these things so that you can end up with a final product, just like anything else. So with silver or a precious metal, you don't have to worry about getting 3 cows for building a house, because if you're a builder and you're going to spend 2 months building a house, you're going to need more than just cows in order to sustain yourself and your family. You're probably going to need shoes, you're going to need working material, you're going to need milk, you're going to need eggs, etc., etc., etc. You know, you're going to need clothes, you're going to have to get books for your kids, all these things that we all need on everyday life just to sustain our way of living. So with silver, it is a medium of exchange that allows you to fractionalize your wealth, and then allows you to exchange that wealth with someone else for something that they have that you want. And then in turn, whoever sold you whatever it is that you wanted for that silver, they can in turn turn around and get something they wanted. So if they're a rancher and they have 100 head of cattle, they can't just go around saying, hey, I'll give you a cow for this, or I'll give you a cow for that. Well, a cow may be too much. What are you going to do? Just cut the cow in pieces? and give a piece to whoever it is that's offering you what you want or need? No, because it may be that that day or that week, there may not be enough people that need a piece of your cow for it to be worthwhile for you to cut up that cow. So I hope you guys are understanding where I'm coming from. I just wanted to put some perspective as to why it is important to hold precious metals, not only because it preserves the value of the wealth that you put into it, but because it allows you to fractionalize your wealth. It allows you to take your wealth and cut it up into little pieces in order for you to purchase or procure the things that you need separately, instead of getting things in bulk items. Instead of getting a whole cow, you could probably give the butcher a silver dime for a pound of meat, right? And the butcher in turn takes all of his silver that he's earned from butchering the cattle or butchering whatever livestock he or she is selling. He takes all of that silver and he gives it to the rancher, and the rancher gives him a whole cow. And then you can just do the same thing for everything else. Okay, so if you're a shoemaker, if you're a steel worker, if you're a home builder, if you repair cars, can you think about going to a repair shop and offering a mechanic 3 dozen eggs to give your car an oil change? He may take that. That may be more valuable to him. But instead of 3 dozen eggs, he might say, well, just give me a silver quarter. And then he may take that silver quarter, buy 1 dozen eggs and 3 or 4 loaves of bread with his silver quarter. So that's it. This is going to be a short video because I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know that, you know, some people say, well, I can't eat silver. Well, you're 100% correct. You can't eat silver. Well, unless you make colloidal silver with it. LOL. So, but yeah, you can't eat silver. You can't eat gold. But its intent is to be able to preserve your wealth into the future, and also so that you can fractionalize your wealth and spend it in amounts that will sustain you or that will satisfy your needs at that time, instead of having to spend the whole thing of one thing that you may have. Like, for example, I have 800 chapsticks that I've collected over the years. All right. Am I going to offer a home builder 800 chapsticks for building me a shed? He may say, man, I don't need 800 chapsticks, but I do need eggs. I do need some chickens. I do need this and that. And I may not have everything that he needs. So what do I do instead? I pay him an ounce of silver for building my shed. And then he can take that ounce of silver and purchase the different things that he needs from different vendors. So, well, having said that, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and get off of here. I'm about to have to make a turn over here, and I'm obviously, as you can see or you can tell, I'm holding the phone in my hands as I'm driving, and I'm being safe. I'm holding it as I'm holding my steering wheel. So, having said that, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place. And you know that the world will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.